I got several things to talk to you about tonight. You need to stay tuned for this one. The last one here is going to be a good one. I think it could be a game changer for someone. Just your attitude towards doing YouTube. Um, think about it this way. What if you started your YouTube channel 5 years ago? Where would you be today? So I'm talking again to the people out there that want to do a channel. What if you'd started it 5 years ago? Where would you be? People are sitting here kicking themselves today thinking about doing a YouTube channel, and they're going to think about it some more. They're going to think about it some more. But where would you be if you had started 5 years ago with YouTube and we're doing consistent content? Where would you be? Think about that. And I want to tell you something, another thing. I was wrong. I told you in the beginning when I first started doing these channels that I was doing it to make the money. That's the wrong attitude to have. You're not doing this to make money. Come on. That's the wrong attitude to have. If you're doing it to make money, you're going to fight yourself, because that's going to be your motivation, is getting those subscribers, getting those views. That's going to be your motivation. Make money, make money, make money. Adopt this kind of attitude. I want to do YouTube as a hobby, as something to do and enjoy it. Look at doing YouTube as an enjoyment. Making your videos, it's an enjoyment. Creating the content, it's an enjoyment. Make it so it's just like it's fun. This has become fun. I've told you in many of the videos I've already done. This here, the face stuff, is really fun. The faceless stuff is fun too. You don't get the opportunity of showing your face, and some people don't want to do that. So in that case, if you're one of those people that just don't want to show your face, I'll tell you again, don't show your face. Do videos without showing your face. All right? There's many of those out there. We've talked about the gardening. We've talked about the lady the other day I told you about, where she had edited all this video. Must have been 2 hours long, just her doing her gardening. Every little, all you saw was her moving the bricks. Real quick. That's all you saw all the way around. It had to take her hours of doing the editing. You don't have to do that, especially when you're new. And I'm talking about the new people out here. Do not try to get this too complicated when you're starting out. You can get into that later, all that fancy editing and all that kind of stuff. That comes later down the road. So don't get wrapped up into the complications of what you think this might be. Make it fun. This year, like I've told you before, shut the door, open the door. The things you have to do when you're working long hours. And again, I'm out here doing YouTube, and I've told you before, I hate it. But it's, what time is it at night right now? It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. I got some people up the road here that I'm going to have to go pick up in another 30, 40 minutes, take them back to their hotel. So I'm hanging down in an area right now out here. This is going to be my last run for the night. As soon as they're done, I'm done unless something else pops up. So anyway, make this fun. Every day, whatever you're doing, just try to make it fun. Well, this can be a real nice hobby to develop the face stuff. The faceless stuff is just, just pump that out. You can do that all day long if you want to do the faceless stuff. But the face stuff, I've told you, it is fun. And I recommend everybody get you a face channel. Try it. You'll have a real hoot developing that channel, developing the content to go with it. You'll have fun with this. And that's the way you need to look at it. Not as a job, even though it can be. It's not something that you have to do. It becomes an enjoyment. It really does, of creating the content for that. I sat here today. I've been listening to videos all day of different people talking about different things and how they're putting pressure on people that you have to do this and you have to do that to make it on YouTube, to have a successful channel. No. There's so much stuff that you don't have to do nowadays, because some of it can be done for you with the AIs. And I've talked about this. Have fun with it. That's all you got to do. This is not complicated. So if you want to do a YouTube channel, just do it. But make it a hobby. Make it something fun. Don't make it a drudgery where I got to worry about my subscribers. I gotta worry about, how many views am I getting. It's fun to get up and check that stuff. That's the other part of being fun with this, is being able to get up every day, pull up your YouTube studio, look at what's happened overnight. I tell you, I post most of my videos on this channel usually at 9 or midnight, 9:30, somewhere in that area. I post my videos at night. This one here should go up. I'm running a little late tonight. I don't think I'll get this one up by 9. This might be one of those 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock ones when I release it. But yeah, this is an enjoyment, and I recommend, if you ever thought about doing YouTube, do your face channel first. I've told you this before. You'll learn so much doing the face, and it becomes easy after that. Once you've done, I don't know, I'm in the 40s right now, and if you've never seen me before, most people call me Daddy-O. Uh, so yeah, this is an enjoyment. Don't think it's going to be some kind of hard drudgery thing that you got to do. So again, I'm talking to the people that's wanting to do a channel tonight, not you guys that I've seen before, and I'm getting comments from you that already have a channel and you already have started doing this. You've already found out what it's like. You're the guys that have already stepped it up and went and done it. And I'm proud of you. So you know who I'm talking to, you guys out there that have let me know that you've already started your channels. And I have looked at them. And yeah, you guys are doing all right. You've done the first thing, and that's getting started. And that's the hardest part. The hardest part to get someone to do is to start your channel. Just get it going. And then you're going to learn so much after the first week of doing constant content. You're going to learn so much the second week, the third week. By the time you get to that fourth and fifth week, you're having fun. And I promise you, you're going to have some fun. Just stay. And the trick is constant content. Don't slack off. I've out of the, I think I'm going to hit, I already have it on my calendar that Monday I need to do another review for the 60 days. I've done the 30-day. I did a little one here at the middle of the month and everything because of what the growth had been already. I'm going to do another one on Monday because tomorrow should be I think it's the 60th day tomorrow. I'll have to look at that. But either way, I had already planned. It's already on my calendar for Monday. The video I'm going to do is going to do the 60-day review of this channel right here. Get it, buddy? So, yeah, this is fun. This is fun. I promise you. I've already got one gentleman, a couple of them actually, that have let me know since they've started their channels. And I can see, because I'm watching their videos now, I'm keeping track of what they're doing. I can see the joy in their faces when they're talking on camera. I can see the joy in their faces. So just get up and do it. That's that, and that's where a lot of people are having the hardest time. I promise you. It's just, I had it. I had thought about doing it for years. I've told this story before. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I think it was about 2 years ago, I went and bought the camera. I went and bought everything I was needing to start doing a YouTube channel. I live on a sailboat. I've told you this before. I live on a sailboat. So I have a selling channel, but I never developed it. I went and bought the camera, bought all this stuff, and the next day I took it right back. I taught myself out of it because I was afraid of doing all the editing, even though I've done that in the past for other projects in my past. I hadn't done it in years, and I didn't want to get involved in having to edit my videos and stuff like that because I see that everyone's doing that. Well, I learned it this way. I don't have to do the editing. And with my faceless channels I have going, I don't have to do the editing. And what little bit there is to do, the AIs do it for me. This can be a blast once you've learned the shortcuts, the little simple things, and that takes time. That takes you doing that first video. That takes you doing that second video, that third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh. Once you get up to where you've done 10 videos, the procedure becomes very easy. There's one gentleman out there right now that'll swear to it that in the couple of weeks that he's been doing his channel, he's already let me know how easy or how much fun he's having doing this. So yeah, get off of that couch, get off of that tree stump, and do a channel if that's what you want to do. It's easy to do. You already have a Gmail account, So all you have to do is go in there and just set you up a channel. Give yourself another name. And I've told you in the last video how to do that. Go to ChatGPT, tell it what niche you want him to do. It'll give you 100 names if that's what you ask for. And you just let ChatGPT give them to you. Blah, 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 blah. Take them, go over there and figure out what name you want to use. This is simple. Okay. So have fun. Don't let this bother you in any way about the hardships or what it's going to take. I told you before, I did a video the other week. You don't need no fancy equipment. You don't need no fancy studios, or you don't need nothing like that going around you. If you do that, you can do that down the road. But when you get started, no one's going to remember that first video. So when you get started, just go do it and do another one and do another one. Get comfortable in front of the camera, talking to the camera. Pick you up a little cheap wireless microphone that helps the sound. And just talk to us. Tell us what you're doing today. And have fun with this. And it's that simple out here. So I've seen so many people. I'm going to look back down my notes again because I did write down some notes today. So think about it. What if you had done this 5 years ago? If you had seen me 5 years ago talking to you like this, would you have done it? Would you have gotten in then? If you had, where would you be today? This is the future of I can't say easy money, but it's money that you can make in some way down the road. But don't think of it, I'm here to make money. If you think of this as I'm having fun doing this, the money will come because you will be consistent. You will be creating the content because you're happy to do it. You're enjoying doing it. You're looking at the response. You go into your YouTube studio. You're checking that response there on a daily basis. If I get to post this video tonight, tomorrow, mid-morning, or whenever I get out here and do a couple Uber runs after that, I'm going to click on my studio. I'm going to see what this video did tonight. I'm going to check and see what the video I did yesterday did, the video before that. It's going to give me all my stats. It's going to give me all that. I'm going to see how many views I've gotten in the last 24, 48 hours. It gives it all to you. And you can just, once you start seeing that, especially if you've tied in VidIQ, once you start seeing those results, this becomes fun. So the hardest thing is getting up and getting started. And that's easy to do. All you got to do is go over to your channel, click on up there on your little thing over there in the corner where it shows you on YouTube. Click on there and set you up another channel. Pick you out a name. Go to ChatGPT before you do that. Figure out what niche you want to do. Put it in ChatGPT. Ask it for 100 names or ask it for 50 names. One at a time, go over and select which ones you want to be doing. And this can be fun. All right. So don't get all tied up in the what other. I'm seeing these other slick guys. I call them the shiny guys out here with all the studio stuff and everything. They have a full team. These guys out here that you're watching a lot of their videos of, they have a full team. They have someone that writes their scripts. They have someone that does their editing, does the filming. They have 4 or 5 cameras set up, and they sit there. All they do is they're actors. They come in. There it is. That's their channel. They created a channel years ago, and they've gotten it far enough along that they can hire. And you can hire someone for $30, $40, $50 to do your videos. That's possible. You can have someone do that. There are sources on the internet right now where you can hire people to pump out your videos for you. And if you don't like the video, you don't have to use it. But you have choices before you pay them, whether they'll send it over to you, you review it. If you like it, what they've done and everything, you pay them, you upload it. You can do that if that's what you need to do. I don't have the funds to go and hire someone. I don't have the funds to pay a big crew. All right. But if I had started 4 or 5 years ago, I may have the funds. This takes time. I've told you, this is not an overnight success. Unless you're one of those people that actually kicks it out of the park. You have something that you have that no one else is doing. That is so rare and so down the road for a lot of people. Don't think you're going to do that. Just create it as to having fun. as a hobby, something to do on a daily basis, because that's what you need to do. Don't just do 10 of them and say, okay, it didn't work. No, don't do just 20 of them and say, oh, that didn't work. Be committed to a number. I committed to 30 on this channel right here, was 30 just to see what happened. In 30 days, I was shocked and surprised. I did a review on it. I was shocked and surprised at what I'd gotten. I couldn't believe that I had that many subscribers. Couldn't believe that I had that many views. I'm right at 3,000 views right now on this channel right here. I didn't expect anything close to that. This was something I thought I would just do for fun to explain some of the stuff I'm using on my faceless stuff and the enjoyment I was having with that. I needed to express that to somebody because I have no one else to talk to about it. And I needed to express that. So I said, okay, let's do a face channel. And that's what this is all about. Me explaining what's happening on my faceless stuff. And the faceless stuff is simple to do. I've told you, VidIQ, in video to do your faceless stuff, TubeMagic, ChatGPT, and I'm using Canva right now to do a little bit of my thumbnail stuff at the final stuff. Just trim work. That's all it is. VidIQ does most of my thumbnail stuff for me. So this is simple. This has gotten to be that easy. So I just want to encourage you guys tonight, because it come up to me and I saw someone else ask that question today of what if I'd started this 5 years ago? And I thought that was a key important thing to tell people is, if you started 5 years ago, you'd be in a different spot today than you are today. I would. I know I would, because I'm staying consistent as can be on everything I'm doing on YouTube. And I'm doing the face stuff and the faceless stuff. But the face stuff is fun. Anybody can do this. All you got to do is be a little entertaining and have some information that's important to some people. And I'm finding information on what I'm doing on my faceless stuff as being pretty important to talk to people about. Today was just a motivational speech again, as far as what if you'd started your channel 5 years ago? Where would you be today? I thought about it, and I knew that right off the bat that if I had done this 5 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here griping and complaining about driving an Uber. It would be different for me. I know that, because I'm staying persistent and consistent. And that's what you got to do out here. So guys, I'm going to leave it with you with that. I don't know anything else. Just have fun doing your thumbnails, checking your stats, challenge yourself to be consistent. And if I've told you before, if you're a puzzle person and you like doing puzzles and you like figuring things out, solving problems and that kind of stuff, this face stuff is for you. All right. Even the faceless stuff. But if you're one of those people that enjoys doing puzzles and doing things, this could work for you, because that's kind of what it takes a little bit. Someone that's got a little, I want to solve that problem. I want to figure that part out. And that's been my story, pretty much my whole life. If I hear a question or something, I want to go figure it out. I want to find out what that is, where it comes from, and what can I learn by it. So guys, have a great evening. Leave me a comment down below. I've told you before. I didn't say it in the beginning of this video this time. If you have a channel, just say, yes, I have a channel. No, I know I have no channel. Maybe I'm thinking about doing a channel. And that's what I need to know, because that gives me information on what I need to talk about. And I'm still getting information from people that are wanting to do channels. And that's what I'm talking about tonight, is trying to get that motivation kicked in, because I thought about it. What if I'd started this 5 years ago when I was thinking about doing my selling channel? You know, what would I have learned back then that would have gotten me further than where I'm at today? So anyway, guys, have a good evening. And again, Daddy-O out.